let's start our yoga class today. We have SilverSneakers, 45 minutes, and welcome folks to this class. Thank you for joining today. I'm going to talk a little bit before we start, just a small piece about kind of maybe my thought and focus today, something to keep in the back of your mind. So it's the subject of balance. The word kind of sometimes makes us a little unnerved, like something we have to work hard to achieve, but basically it shows up in life in yoga. And I'll say there's three things I'd like you to kind of think about as I cue you through some yoga balance poses. We'll do a few today. One thing I'll cue is about engaging your core. So that means tightening down, pretty much shoulders down to hips, front and back. So you're pulling in your stomach, you're squeezing in and up. So this whole idea of core is about grounding and steadiness. And the second cue, typical for balance, is about a focal point. So something you can look at or look around or focus on in your room. Maybe you even find something that you want to place instead of me for balance. So that's to keep you have that, the focus, the intention, and you're not gripping on it. You're kind of looking at it and looking past it. The third is about breath. So that's super important. So this part, it keeps that flow going through you, nourishing your body, but it also has some levity for your body, continuity, moving you through the pose without too much seriousness. So all these three things kind of relate to life as well. Everything we do, we need that grounding. We need that steadiness. We also need some focus of a vision, right? The focal point. And then the last is breath to keep that flow. So this happens in everything we do besides yoga, life, right? Emotions, thoughts. So they're kind of nice to think how it relates to your real life. So we'll get started and find yourself in a comfortable seat, feet planted on the ground. So feel that grounding. You're balancing right now in a seated position. All right, the tummy kind of tucked in, the body nice and tall, but find the breath. Here we go. Big breath in, open mouth, exhale. And again, big inhale, exhale. These are big breaths. One more time, inhale, open mouth. Beautiful. Hinge forward, we'll cross our arms right here. Sweep down and around. Inhale all the way up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, sweep down. So find the flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward flow. And again, this is your practice. Inhale, find your rhythm that suits your body. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, find the goalpost right here. And find a nice tall spine. So your sternum, your breastbone's lifting, your tailbone is reaching down. Crown of the head is lifting. And we're going to press back. So squeeze and wake up the upper back. Little pulses back. Just notice how that fires up the upper back for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release arms straight out. And lower the shoulders. Lift up through the crown of the head. Find that, feel the weight of the arm bones. And then we're going to just reach, keep your sit bones glued to the seat. Maybe the head goes for a little stretch. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, reach. And back to center. We'll lower the arms. And then just find a little rocking motion here. Just bringing yourself into that. The ease of yoga, right? Isn't just about the poses, it's about enjoying this. So here we go, little flow. So inhale all the way up, exhale down, hands to chest, inhale, and exhale, round the spine, stretch out the back, nice big curve. Good, release the arms down, inhale, grip a hand, finger, or wrist, and squeeze back. Exhale, lower the shoulders and release. We'll put that together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, grip behind you. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale and lower. Chin to chest right here. Take a breath. And exhale. Nice, nice work. Release. Let's come back. We're going to bring the arms all the way up and grab onto your wrist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it over. You're bringing it over to the right. Belly's gripping, so you stay on the chair. Feel that. And we'll come back up, another balance. And simply switch the wrists. Inhale, tall. Exhale. And we'll come back to center. And we'll come all the way back down. Let's come a little bit forward in the chair, actually quite forward. Soles of the feet to touch. Bottom of the chair or reach for the back. Take a breath in. Exhale, squeeze the shoulders back. Maybe reach for the back of the chair. Hinge forward, and my hands are walking up the back of the chair. Let the head go chin to chest. Squeezing upper back. Take a breath in. Big breath out. One more of those. One more breath cycle. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the fingers down. And then let's take the feet wide. Hands to thighs. And get the glutes out of the way. So you're tipping the pelvis forward. Belly comes in. Little core engagement. And then just hinge at the hips. A little bit of windshield wiper for the shoulders. So just take it on your own. Fold and twist. Warming up the midsection of the body. And then maybe one more. And then we'll come back to center. Walk the feet in. And we're going to grab the back of the chair and find a place, maybe fingertips, and just windshield wiper the knees. Your hips might lift a little bit side to side. Rock it out. Excellent. We'll come back to center. All right. So we're going to warm up upper body again. So diving out, find that balance in this seated position. All 10 toes face forward. All right. So movement with balance right here. Just spin it out. Warm up the wrists, shoulders. Shoulders stay low. Find reverse. Creating some nice blood flow right here. And then palms face down. Little pulses. And palms face up. Arms are relatively straight. You're breathing. Palms face back. Push back. And take it forward. And then thumbs go up. Upper back and head, and thumbs go down. Just explore this in your body. Lift up. Little kind of cat-cow for the upper body. One more. And down. Release the arms down by the side. We'll come into a full body cat-cow, seated. So inhale, squeeze shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, round it down. Big exaggerated body curve. Look at your kneecaps. Inhale lifts you up. Squeeze it back, look up. Exhale, roll it down. Gazing down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly roll up. Stack the bones on top of each other. A little bit of attention for the neck. So we're going to start with stretching out the curve in the back of the neck. So actually palms can rest on your lap. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale, pull the head, the chin back into the throat. So you're straightening that curve. Chin might dip a little bit and then release. So it's not chin to chest. Chin goes towards your throat. Inhale. Exhale, slight subtle movement. And back. Nice. Let's grip the chair, take a breath in. And exhale. This is side bending. So shoulders stay parallel to the ground. In this position, keep breathing your natural pace. Find a little, maybe tiny movement with the shin dropping and maybe lifting. Notice the nice stretch variation here. And then we'll inhale back to center. Exhale, other side. Take it over to the right. Add that variation. So finding little tiny movements, little nods. And then we'll come back to center slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Head turns to the left. Gaze your eyes behind you. Little pause here. Inhale to center. Finding the flow with your breath. Exhale to the other side. We'll come slowly back to center. Release the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Chin to chest. Reach the fingers to the floor. And brighten up the upper back body. And then release. Nice. All right, let's loosen it up and swim it out. So find some movement. Soon we will get into lakes and pools, all that good stuff. Swim it out. And we'll come back to center and we'll get into our side body. Warm that up. Take a nice big stomp out with the left leg. Hips face forward, shoulders face forward. Inhale, dive up. And exhale, create that beautiful long side body stretch. I'm going to turn if that feels good. Take a little twist. Inhale back to center. Now exhale, tighten the belly. We're coming off that balance, off the midline, right here. Reaching. We'll come back up. Inhale. Exhale, a little bend in the knee, cartwheel down, gaze up. Beautiful, everyone. Let's come back to center and scoot to the other side, stomping out with the other or right leg. Here we go. Inhale, dive up. Exhale, side body stretch. And take the twist if you like that. Inhale back to center. Tighten the core. Exhale, coming off the midline. Hinging at the hips right here. A little bit of work. We'll come back up. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel down. Gaze up. Feel the rib cage lift here. Kind of nice. And use your core to come back up. And we'll come back to center. All right, let's just get a little bit of a twist. It's going to wake up the abdomen. Go slow, go fast, whatever feels good. And then we'll come down to lower body. So I'm on the edge of my seat or close to it, crossing for pigeon. Cross at the ankles, come up if that feels good. I'm going to wiggle so my hips get a little more opening and pull the toe back, hands to lower legs. Inhale. Exhale, start that fold. Folding forward, feel it in the hip, and then round it down. Take some nice breaths here. And slowly roll up. You're going to just reach through and get a hold of that whole leg, hamstring. So hang on to it, shake it out, and roll out the foot. And reverse. Point and flex like you mean it. Hips are even, shoulders are even, side to side. And then big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the toes, squeeze the face, squeeze. And let it down. Other side, so crossing at the ankles, rise up, lower the hips, or bring it up. To protect your knees, pull that toe back. All right, nice tall spine. Inhale. Exhale, come into your pigeon pose. And folding, you can round your upper back, gazes down, and breathe. And then slowly lift the body, upper body, reach through, release, and make that little hammock for your hamstring. Shake it out. All right, here we go. Rotation at the ankle and reverse. Keep the breath going, nice and soft. Point and flex. Side to side, invert, evert. Going for the big squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the toes, the face, and set it down. Excellent. All right, so you're still towards the front of your chair. Let's get a little attention to the low back. So you can round your spine, pull the legs in from under or over, dart the knees out, maybe. All right, let's wake up the skin, tap it out. Open up the knees. It's beautiful day to day, so highly recommend a nice walk outside after class. Fists into glutes. And the arms, just shake them out. All right, so we're going to get on our feet if you choose to. So nice tall spine, wiggle the heels tiny bit back. Come into these glute squeezes, preparing to get up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Hold the glutes in. Can you lift the pelvic floor a little bit? Maybe knit your ribs together. Feel that squeeze, the core squeeze. And release. Beautiful. We'll hinge forward. We're going to come into halfway ups. If you choose to stay seated and want to just squeeze glutes, that's fine. Otherwise, come with me. Halfway up and sit it down. Push the floor away and release. How about another 4? Breathing with this. 3 and 2. 1 is up. Really push into the floor and rise all the way up. Excellent. So mountain pose here. Arms are either up or a little forward. And then arches of the feet are lifted. Tummy's a little tucked in. Your joints are stacked on top of each other. Beautiful balance. And release all the way down. We're going to come behind the chair for first balance. All right. Once again, mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart. Activate your feet. Press the ball bounce into the floor, the heels into the floor. Lift your arches. Knees aren't blocked. Belly's tucked in. Good. Shoulders are over your hips. And here we go. One hand to chair and rise up. Inhale, lift your heels. Good. And find that focal point in your room. Softly gaze. Maybe fingertip you might lift up. Remembering that core, tighten down and breathe. Lower the heels, lower the arms. Nice work. Let's do that one more time just so it kind of gives you that lock on this pose. Find the core engagement. Hand to chair. Lift up one hot hand. And then inhale, lift your heels. Tighten down the belly, fingertip, or bring the arm up. You're breathing. Relax your face. Lower the heels and the arms. Don't be discouraged by wobble. All right. We're going to come right into a little opening. So if you have a strap, great. If not, imagine that you have one. We'll do a few guided moves and then you get some free form, right? Let your body tell you where it wants to go. So if you don't have it, just imagine arms pretty wide. So inhale up. Exhale, turning to the right. And release down. Inhale up. Exhale, turning to center. and release down. With flow, inhale, breath flow. And turning and release. Inhale up and come to center and release. Great. So now just find some movement. Open up. Might go some lateral movement or squat it out. Creative movement. Swim it out. Excellent. We'll leave that down. Then we're going to come into another balanced pose, coming into falling star. Let's gain a little breath energy though first, a little heat. So hands in front of your belly, knees are soft. This is fountain breath to get us kind of a commercial break here. Inhale, open mouth, exhale. Good. And inhale, light it up. Inhale, open mouth noise. One more time. Nice work. All right. So we'll come into star pose. Feet are wider than hip width, maybe as wide as the legs of your chair. And we're just going to come in and take up a lot of space right here. Open up. Fill up the room. Tone the belly. And your arms are plugged into the sockets even though your arms are up. Exhale and release. All right, we're going to kickstand the right toe. So you're already off balance, all your weight's on this standing leg. All right, remember the 3 core breath, focal point. Here we go. And I'll be kind of quiet. Inhale, add the other arm. Continue your breath. Focusing, you might come a little further off the midline. Tighten down the belly. Option to lift that foot. Falling star. Touch down, and we'll come back to the midline and float it down. Nice work. We're all stars today, right? Other side, so kickstand. Inhale up one arm, and maybe the other. Your decision, take it off balance a little more. Maybe lift that foot. And then touch down and float it down. Nice work. Let's just swim it out a little bit again here. And then hands to hips and circle it out. Circle out the hips, exaggerate this. And find reverse. Knees are bending great. Back to center. All right, we're gonna come to, let's do some side standing poses. So balance is included in everything you do, right? So when we're moving through poses, we still use those cues. So let's take the right leg toes to the sidewall and take that angled foot to the back. This is coming into warrior 1. So hips come forward. Be nice to your knees. Adjust if you need to. Arms float up. Good. Take a big breath in here. Exhale. Lower the shoulders a little more. Drop the tailbone. Gazes out over your right middle finger. Beautiful. All right. We're going to come up and find all 10 fingertips like you're squeezing over a grapefruit. So here we go. Inhale up. Exhale. Press in. Press, press, press. And light up the arms. Find your warrior 2. Inhale up. Find the fingertips and press. Exhaling everything. And warrior 2. We're going to do one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press in. Elbows bent. And come back to warrior 2. Take a breath in here. Exhale, you're going to reverse your warrior. Gazing up. Good. Exhale, cartwheel. This is your extended side angle. Coming up or over. Try to get that shoulder on top of the other shoulder and have them face forward. Beautiful. And then we'll float the arms out and release. All right. Take a minute. We're going to change the brain, move backwards, sidewards, come to the other side, cross the legs, something different. Shake it out. Same thing, this side. Take a step with your left toes to the side wall, angle the back, find the knee bend, hips face forward. Tone the belly here so you feel grounded, like your tailbone's rooting down, and then float the arms up. Again, take a breath in. Exhale, actively lower your shoulders. Gazes out over the left middle finger, coming up for that fingertip squeeze. Here we go. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, press in. Release. Warrior two. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, squeeze, 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 pressing. And release. Last one. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, press in. Notice how that feels in your arms. Exhale, warrior two. Take a breath in here. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And cartwheel down. Extended side angle. And then we'll float back up. Legs are straight-ish and float it down. Grab the chair. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. You don't have to. For a nice modified downward dog. So, hands on the chair. Instead of just walking back, get squatty. All right, and then work your way back. It's a nice way to get into it for the hamstrings that might be tight. So you're creating a tabletop. Ears in between inner elbows. Then you might decide to straighten the legs a little bit. Can you pull the tummy in and lift your sit bones a little bit more? Reaching the arms. So there's length from tailbone to the fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend only your right knee. Inhale, that's straight. Exhale, bend only your left knee. You should feel this in your hamstrings, the back of your upper legs. And then just start to lift the heels. Paddle it out a little bit. And plant the feet. Inhale. Exhale, bend both knees. Look up and walk forward. Nice. Let's come to a little leg strength empowerment. So grab, if you have a block, a ball, a pillow, whatever, for some squeezes. We're going to fire up the legs here. So if you do, comes below the groin, above the knees. So you might walk in a little bit too, close the gap. So really bring your focus to those muscles on the inside of your thighs that activate, squeeze, and pull into the midline. So we're going to count that down. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Let's come back to those core. Belly in, pelvic floor lifts. Arms are released. Chin is parallel to the ground. Continue to breathe and squeeze in and up. You're engaging your muscles around your frame, and then release. We'll do a few more, and then we'll stretch it out a little bit. Here we go. Squeezing in. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Set that down. And you're going to grab onto your chair or come behind your chair. We're just going to come into the opposite motion. So bring the knees bent and open up. So you're coming to the abduction. We just did adduction. Opening up, just lifting them out. Excellent. All right, we're going to come into, we're skipping ourselves from warrior 2 to warrior 3, balance pose. All right, so hands are on the chair. We're going to take the left toes to touch behind you like a kickstand. Heel is lifted, hips are even. Okay, so there's space between you and the chair, a little bit. We're going to hinge forward. I'm going to lift up one arm forward, and maybe that leg lifts off the ground. You're on that one foot. You're gazing at the seat of the chair, feeling the weight on that standing leg. Option to come to fingertips. There's a big ask coming to both hands up. Set one hand down, other hand, and we'll come back to center. Beautiful. Let's come to the other side. Thinking about those things, your focus, your breath, your core. So taking the other leg or right leg back to toe to touch, heel is lifted. And hinging a little at the hips, you're going to extend the opposing arm, your left arm, forward. Good. A little hinge more, lift the foot. The foot lifts, your weight is on that standing leg. Think pink flamingo in Florida. Hand comes out, maybe. Hands touch down. Nice. All right, let's come to the side of the chair and shake that out a little bit. So some hip hiking. So lift the hip up to the armpit and alternate. Pushing the heel into the calf. All right, here we go, some forward standing poses. Hope you get your water when you need it. Let's take the outside, your right foot forward, left foot back, angle the back foot, hips face forward, and then a little knee bend in the front. Adjust your stance, how wide you want that, shoulders over hips. All right, so coming into warrior 1, you can hang on if you like, otherwise inhale up both arms, fire up that back leg. Exhale, take a breath or two right here. Feel this beautiful warrior 1. Firing up the hips. One more breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to hips. Can you lower your shoulders a little bit more? Take a breath in, pyramid pose. Exhale, you're gonna just hinge at the hips. Your legs stay still and strong, hinging at the hips. And then slowly lift your body. Little balance there. Release the arms. Here we go for some twists. Inhale up. Exhale. Hips move, ribs move, turning towards your chair. Nice work. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. This is revolved. Hips move the other direction. Grab the chair if you need to into a revolved twist. Find your balance. Inhale back up. Exhale, lower down. Grab the chair, bend the knees, shake it out. We'll come to the other side. All right. So left foot's forward, right foot's back, angle the right foot, hips face forward. Feet are really active here, arches lifted, and find that knee bend in the front knee. Good. So if the body went forward, bring the upper body back. And lift up one arm, lift up the other. Warrior 1 on this side. Really ground in to the floor, the earth, and rise up through the crown of the head. Take a big breath in. Exhale, float the arms down, hands to hips. Beautiful. Long, long neck here. Legs are straight-ish. Take a breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. So folding at the hip joint. Nice. Slowly rise up and release the hands. Coming into the twists, big breath in. Rise up. Turning the ribs, the belly towards a chair for the twist. Exhale. Inhale back up to center. Revolve twist here. Hips move away from the chair. Open up. We'll come back up to center. And then release down. Nice. Grab the chair and shake out the legs. We're going to do a modified tree pose today with some options. So feet are hip width apart. Engage the core, all those things, knit together, and then shift your weight to the right leg, the standing leg, and toe to touch right here. Pulling in the navel, so flex the foot. You might lift the knee a little bit right here. Weight is on that standing leg, nice and tall. Pull that kneecap up on that right leg, and the arms might come out. Find your focal point and softly land your eyes on that non-moving object, fingertip. Both hands might release. They might even come up. Hands come to heart, and we'll release down. Excellent. Soccer, kick it out. While we're here. And then tap down and just open up the knee or the hip. We'll step wide to give this hip a break. Hands to thighs. Sit back. Here's your yogi moment, friends. Sway, move, cat, cow, whatever your body is asking for. But then slowly roll it up. And we'll come to this side. All right, once again, that grounding feeling. Activate the feet, shift to the standing leg, hand to chair. Pull in the navel, toe to touch. Lift the foot, maybe the knee. Good. Begin your balance by breathing and focusing. Hand might come out, maybe fingertip, and or release. Arms might come up. This is big difficulty. Hands to heart and set the foot down. Nice work. All right. A little bit of balance today deserves kind of a clap or a standing ovation for your own self. So right here, just let the hands go right to the body, kind of waking up the abdomen, giving yourself some congratulations for all this balance work. So they're just kind of softly percussion on the body. And then release. All right, we're going to take a seat. So find yourself pretty far forward, but not on the very edge. Feet are hip width apart. So we're just going to extend the left leg long. Point and flex just to get that feeling, that warming up of the ankle, and pull the toes back. Heel is in the ground. Body's nice and tall. We're going to inhale nice and tall. And you're going to exhale. Keep getting taller as you hinge at the hips and fold. The back of that leg will light up and then start to roll down for this posterior stretch. Breathe into your low back as well. These are really big breaths. So the head lifts up, engage the belly and rise up. And just switch it out, coming to the other or right leg, point and flex. And then toes pull back. So lift up the spine, inhale tall. Exhale, rising and folding. Melt down There's a tiny bend in that extended leg, stretching the back of your right leg. So forward folds are great for the low back. They give you that space in the lumbar spine and tone the belly and start to rise up. Good. Tap the brain, come back. Good. How about a little compression too into the sides of the head, the top, the back. Move your hands around, a little press in. Skull loves that. Maybe even over the ears. And then we'll release all the way down. Unkink your neck gently. We're going to do one more forward fold right here. So knees wide. To get that pelvic tilt, pull the glutes out of the way. All right. Feet are angled, hands to thigh bones. Here we go. So we're just going to start to melt forward. Come to forearm and forearm. Adjust your knees. And come into this forward fold, bracing on your thigh bones. Take some big breaths down here. Relax your face, your belly. And then slowly start to look up, press into the thigh bones, and we'll come back up. The head is the last thing to come up. Feet walk in. All right, a little bit of work for the back to the upper body. So take your left hand out, tap your shoulder, press back. We're kind of circling the whole body today. Maybe pull back. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards the back of the room and together. And then shrink everything in and down. Triceps on this side. Tap the shoulder. Stay here maybe. Or bring it back. Think about enjoying this openness, this chest openness, heart openness. Shrink everything in and down. All right, we're coming back to the left arm out in front. Send it across the body. And we're going to just press it into the chest and look away. Beautiful. Simply release that. Come out with the other. Press it in. So moderate, and this is big if you come all the way to the upper arm. So don't overdo. Look away. Slowly release. All right. We'll come into one more head movement so that we just have that space in our neck. All right. So you're going to drop the chin to the chest. Actively pull your shoulders down. Eyes can remain open or closed. Just drawing that line with your chin across one collarbone. So then drawing it to the other, nice and slow. So you're just coming across. Come back to center, eyes are open, and lift up the head. Gently tap the brain. Tap the arms. Clap the hands. Shake out the hands. All right, we're going to finish up. So hinge forward, scrape the body. Inhale all the way up. Big splash down. And again, inhale up. Finishing up with lion's breath. Here we go. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the face, stick out the tongue. And again, let me know. See it. Inhale. One more time, big breath in. Inhale, last round up. You're grabbing the day that you have ahead of you. Bring it down to heart center and enjoy it. Thank you. Namaste. I'll see you next week. It's always a pleasure